For years, residents of the Mountain View community in Albuquerque have organized to address the contamination of the environment from the chlorine gas used at the Southside Water Reclamation Plant.
The Mountain View community right now is a community of about 6,000 people. The community is composed of about 85% Chicano, Mexicano, predominantly Spanish-speaking. We have a high incidence of different types of cancers, rare types of cancers, and we also have a high incidence of asthmas and respiratory illnesses, to where the school periodically has to send kids to the emergency room here at the elementary school for treatment for respiratory illnesses that the parents didn't even know about.
We embodify our environments. When we leave here, it doesn't stay behind, it's in our bodies. If we've grown up to nothing but toxic sites right next to us, those cancers are going to show up.
So there's been a whole series of issues that have been crucial to the community, with many victories that have come along, coming to solutions to some of those problems.
The main complaint has been the odor. The really nasty sewage odor that you can smell has not only been limited to odor, it's the bio aerosols that are in the air. Those are the particulate matter from sewage, raw sewage that people breathe. It treats about 55 million gallons of sewage for the Albuquerque area, Rio Rancho area, even sewage that comes from the East Mountains, from the Tijeras area. And this is the biggest, largest sewage treatment facility in the state of New Mexico. And so we have been breathing the chlorine gas from this facility for many years.
Chemical disaster, as we see it, is facilities, chemical facilities, sewage facilities, and other kinds of facilities that are housing large quantities of different chemicals. And in fact, what would happen if there was an explosion, if there was an accident, or if there was something intentionally that took place in any of those facilities. It's important that we never forget the workers that work inside those facilities. It's not about just us that surround the facilities itself.
The chlorine that's being used is a very dangerous chemical. When it's in the air, it does some serious damage to your lungs. That's probably one of the big contributors to respiratory illnesses in our community.
The transition off of the chlorine. No? Over the last many years, we met with county commissioners, we met with other elected officials, we met with representatives of the health department, with representatives of the sewage plant, the administration of the sewage plant, and talked about how there was possibilities in terms of using other methods to take care of that issue instead of using chlorine itself.
Being systematically dying, we're the ones being murdered. Our children are dying. We have sewage pools out here, the brownfields. We don't have proper services here. That's where the change has to come. It's the science of our communities. The health impact assessments, the surveys, it's getting the science of our communities, because we're constantly told science only comes from the top down, positivistic science. It's the numbers, it's what we know and all that. No, it's not. We've been living it. And we show the statistics based on our life and our death.
After years of successful organizing by the residents of Mountain View, the Environmental Protection Agency found the Southside Treatment Facility in violation of the Federal Clean Water Act and issued an order to fix the problem.